attacking the champions from behind. What's this all about?
Carly and Sally are the new team on the block. Maybe they want to establish themselves by going after the champs. It's worked before.
Winners and the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Psycho Sally and Carly Prime.
This isn't the result Alba Fire and Isla Dawn thought they were destined for.
Gives you hope for the future of the tag division. Great tag team action on display, guys.
Gargano quickly reverses. Here comes the splash. And he hits the official.
It looks like his manager is wasting no time with a steel chair.
Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
I'm not one to mince words or waste time getting to the point. Not when there's so much to WWE. I made an example out of my last victim, and I'll make an example of anyone who stands in my way. Of anyone who stands in Papi's way. Because she's the daddy I never had.
Hard Irish whip into the corner.
Papi is certainly teaching Caden Carter a lesson she'll never forget.
Officials separating them here.
Vicious shot to the throat.
Hold on, it looks like Rhea Ripley's got some brass knuckles, and the referee has no idea.
No question as to whether this superstar will resort to cheating.
What? Mommy just attacked Poppy?
Well, maybe Rhea didn't like Dom getting so close to her ally.
And now she's showing her what true brutality looks like.
Repeated kicks to the so-called Poppy.
Speaking of Dom, I don't think he likes seeing Mommy and Poppy fighting.
I'm not sure if Dominic can stop Rhea Ripley if she has a score to settle here.
Apparently Dom has no intention of stopping her, and Rhea's reclaiming her status as the alpha in this relationship.
She just took her head off with those brass knuckles.
I don't think we'll be seeing Dominic or Rhea in Cap's corner anytime soon.
Well, this was a tenuous relationship from the start that was bound to blow up sooner than later.
Once again, the age-old question has been answered. Who gets custody of Dominic Mysterio? And this time, the answer, Rhea Ripley.
The following contest is an ambulance match. Let the match begin!
And they shut the door and have won this ambulance match.
What a gruel!
I'm glad to see you decided to stick around WWE. Would have hated to lose you to Hollywood.
There's more I wanted to accomplish here. Probably more for me to learn too. I mean, you've sure seen a lot in your time here.
I am a 5-time women's champion.
I was actually wondering about some of the stranger things you've encountered. The weird, the otherworldly, the supernatural.
Are you sure you want to be asking me about all that?
Regal said I should explore everything in WWE. Why not?
Of all the ways to become powerful in WWE, the kind of power you're talking about comes with a cost.
Maybe it's a cost I'm willing to pay. Some of my favorite superstars in WWE have flirted with or embraced the supernatural. The Undertaker, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt. You
have no idea what you're doing. You see some of what I'm talking about on TV, sure, but you don't understand how it works. There's a force in WWE, and it's looking all the time for anyone who's open to receiving its gift.
I may not fully understand, but I am open to it. Regal told me to let go of all my reservations.
Okay then. There's a physical manifestation of this power, an artifact. We don't know where it comes from, but it came to me and it's still in my possession. Honestly, I've been trying to get rid of it, but it's too dangerous to simply cast aside.
A physical manifestation?
You've seen the urn, but you haven't seen this. I'll make sure you get it before your next match. Wear it under your gear. This power, it'll open you to possibilities beyond your wildest imagination. Just be careful. I knew it would. How do you feel?
Feelings are irrelevant.
I could tell that's not what you wanted to say. Focus.
I feel incredible. This power, it's intoxicating.
That's better. The amulet is giving you power, but it latches onto the darkness inside of you. Whatever kind it finds.
What kind of darkness? What do you mean?
When it entered me, it found a scared little girl looking for permission to play. Turns out, I was hungry for that release. So that's what I became. What are you hungry for? When you look into your darkness, what do you see? And how do you see yourself?
Comes from the depths of hell, built on the backs of the damned who grovel and scream without hope. I see a cloak of midnight enveloping my body, hiding the horrors my darkness brings forth. And when the cloak is cast aside, I see myself standing tall with power, clothed in deep red, the blood that the screaming masses can no longer bleed.
If the darkness of hell is what you see, then that is what will overtake you. Are you sure that's the source of the power?
That's the darkness I feel coursing through me. And I'm ready to give in to it. What happened in my last match was the darkness and the amulet acting on its own. Now that I understand it, I'll be able to harness it.
If you say so, there's no turning back now.
More ways than one.
Whoa, I'm not sure I like the look of this.
What's happening?
It's the demon.
Finn Balor's been replaced by his alter ego. We don't need a referee. We need an exorcist.
And unfortunately, he's already taken out the only...
Who decided to wake up?
Where am I?
Trainer's room. You passed out in the ring.
I don't understand. I defeated Asuka. All of the amulet's power that escaped should have come back to me.
That's what I was trying to tell you. The amulet didn't disappear because its power was going to you and Asuka. It disappeared because you both had fed it enough to unleash the creature.
What?
That's where the power is now. Haven't you noticed?
I have felt a bit weaker lately.
You were only a vessel, a way for the creature to rebuild its strength until it was ready to break free. Now, you know how sometimes people have to fight their metaphorical demons in this business? I think this time, you might have to fight yours. Literally. That is, if you can.
I'm ready. I actually feel more like myself than I have in a long time.
I hope so. I don't think you'll have all the powers you've been using lately to take this on. You'll need to draw on everything else you've got inside you to defeat the darkness you unleashed.
WWE, a position where you'll be able to set the agenda, take control of the whole of the WWE universe, and truly make a mark.
And this magical mystery opportunity will let me do all that?
Indeed, in the prestigious role of WWE Raw General Manager.
Isn't that you? What, are you going on vacation or something?
Well, now that you mention it, I may have plans.
Aha!
But this is fertile ground for you too. Stepping into a WWE authority role, applying your talents to the other side of sports entertainment. Sure, booking may be a balancing act sometimes, but you already know that from your work as co-owner of TBD.
I'm not convinced that this offer isn't just because you want a vacation. But nonetheless, I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bayley and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
I have history with Rhea Ripley, but that also means I know she's a formidable opponent. I'd like to see her face Charlotte.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
Oh, manhandle slam!
Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
What is this? Can our guest referee see they are nowhere near the ropes?
This might be the beginning of the end.
Manhandle slam! Will that sew this up for
The moment here, I guess.
Exploder into the turnbuckle.
She's got the shoulders down. Lightning fast 3 count. I'm disgusted by this official.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
We've seen the acting Raw general manager in the ring tonight, but this time she has a special announcement.
Here's hoping this goes more smoothly than her stint as special guest referee.
As GM, I'm not deaf to the concerns of the WWE Universe. Specifically, that my involvement in our #1 contender match earlier tonight may have made it look like management was biased towards Becky Lynch. I assure you, my intent as GM is simply to put on the best show for the WWE Universe. And that applies to not just Raw, but Survivor Series. As such, it is my duty to inform you that Bianca Belair will not be defending the Women's World Championship this weekend.
Bianca's being pulled from Survivor Series?
She will not be defending this weekend because it's clear Bayley and Becky Lynch are not done yet. I just hope they have allies to rally to their side. 8 fighters, 2 teams of 4. War Games!
War Games at Survivor Series? I'm not missing this one.
Well, we're paid to be there, Saxton.
I know, but it's still incredibly exciting.
You really did it this time, didn't you, you dummy?
I think you'd be happy that you're getting another opportunity to earn the title match in War Games.
Should have just booked the War Games match from the start, honestly. Want to be on my team?
Why do you want me on your team?
I think it's pretty clear from your time as GM that you've been going into business for yourself here and just doing whatever you can to scrape by. And that's exactly what I look for in Damage Control. So what do you say? Join me, Dakota, and Io in the fight to secure my WWE Women's World Championship match?
I'll get back to you.
I probably should be upset at you for putting another hurdle in front of my title match. But honestly, fair play.
Glad we're okay.
We are, and I respect your hustle. You've made a lot of bold choices since coming to WWE. It's one of the reasons I want you to be on my War Games team.
Really?
I like your instincts, especially when you get in trouble and have to think quickly on your feet. Heck, I even trust your instincts. Team with me, and I'll let you pick the rest of the War Games team.
Let me think about it.
Hey, I've been looking for you. I thought we were gonna meet outside of catering.
Turns out I was pretty busy in here. Both Becky and Bailey want me to be on their War Games team.
You can't be serious. You loused this up so badly, and they both want you on their team?
What can I say? I'm a catch.
I
Thanks for another great promoter lecture.
Look, I know you're gonna do it anyway. Who are you teaming with?
Becky said she'd let me pick the rest of the team. I'm joining her side.
Can't wait for you to get absolutely no flack for putting yourself into the match that you set up. Have you decided who else you'll ask to join you and Becky? Well, good luck. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Cap wanted a war, and now she has one.
Introducing first, from Preston, England,
War Games is a match with no rival. 2 rings, 1 giant cage, and 8 superstars ready to risk it all for the big victory.
Not only is pride on the line here, Cole, but depending on which team wins, we're going to have either Becky Lynch or Bayley as the #1 contender to Bianca Belair's title.
That's true, but first things first, no one in this match should be looking past the goal of surviving War Games. But this opponent still fighting back.
Bullseye with the drop kick. Now we're going to get a little insult to injury.
Oh, look at this. Oh, knees right to the gut. And Bayley is really being knocked around.
Taking flight.
Body splash.
She shoots up the top rope.
Soaring down with force.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Insulting.
Trying to get that mental edge. You can't let yourself get psyched out.
Oh, big forearm.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Looking for a high-risk move.
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor.
Oh, my.
And she's really being knocked around here.
Yeah, a lot of work going into keeping her down now.
Here they come. We're going to give their team the upper hand as soon as possible.
Double knees to the gut at an insult to injury. As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
She's on unsteady legs in the corner, needs to recover.
One after one in the corner. I guess she plans to add injury to insult once she comes in to join the fray.
Drop kick hits the mark.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. Takedown, and now punches right.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Look at Bayley, Fez press. Ouch. And Bayley hammered away.
The table set up in the corner. She's got bad intentions in mind.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant. Oh, wrist clutch. Into an arm breaker.
Nasty.
Throwing her onto the unforgiving metal.
Oh, man, right into the cage.
Ooh, unleashing some pure destructive force.
And adding in the table for extra impact. She wanted to make it.
Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage.
Unleashed from the cage and beelining it to give their team an edge in the match.
A little rope assistance through the ring door and double underhook.
Sit out, slap into an armbar. Beautiful combo. Well, she fights her way out of the elbow.
Oh, and a reversal. Bayley did her homework there. Compromised position here. Oh, God, face first. She catches Kai with a big counter. Got her where she wants her. This won't end well.
Uh-oh. I don't like this. What is Becky Lynch thinking?
Flying.
Perched up top. What a reversal by Bayley.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Becky in full control here.
Now Becky Lynch.
Dakota can't come back from that.
The next entrant is coming to even up the odds.
Now we're going to get a little...
And she's gone after her opponent's core a few times now.
Another warrior about to enter.
Bayley's gonna fly. Opportunity knocking for Bayley here. Will Alexa have an answer?
Warded off with a thunderous uppercut. Kick connects. Hooking it up. No turning back for the Rose Plant.
Can Bayley take advantage?
Kick to the midsection.
DDT.
Nobody does it better.
What are they gonna do next?
Insult to injury.
She's
Top rope here. Big knee to the midsection. Climbing to the top rope.
taking flight. She's starting to climb up the wall of the cage, but I have no earthly idea why. She's reached the top of the War Games cage, but what now?
No, 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 no! Good God, that does it, that'll do it!
Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect.
I can't believe that connected. Down, what a slam!
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero. Oh, and Bayley with a suplex!
Now lifted high into the electric chair position. This is gonna be bad.
Goes down low, and DDT.
Is it enough to... Oh, no! Leaping from high above the cage and turning their opponent into the landing zone.
Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly... Becky is setting up for a... No, wait a minute! Wait a minute! There it is!
Disarmer! 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 Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, no?
And that could be it. That might be the last punishment she can absorb.
Her body can only take so much before we...
Submission face first.
Alexa might decide it right here.
Well, this isn't gonna win the...
Kick to the midsection. And she releases the hold as she feels that enough damage has been done.
Should have kept on wrenching. Why show mercy now?
Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut. Oh, ouch! We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. Watch out! Jumping suplex!
Here we go. They look ready to get in there and even things up a little.
Stomping away.
Bliss is putting her opponent on notice.
stomping away, and then the...
War Games has officially...
She's got it. Got her shoulder. Double underhook. She's in a tremendous amount of pain as she gets... And that'll be it. Finally a victory. What a hard-fought win.
Here are your winners. Sandra Taylor Coterra. Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Gigi Dolan.
They fought hard for this victory and certainly earned it. A valiant effort from the losing team, but they just weren't good enough.
Leaving pieces of their body.
And the captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi? Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my God! Shotzi came prepared! I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is gonna be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off what's about to happen.
Shotzi just picked up speed. She's gonna rail the cage. Into the side.
And down they go. This is bad.
I can't believe what just happened.
We need some help out here, fast.
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops? I'm gonna be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announced War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
It wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
There's two! An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using the crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
Russian leg sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Years crisscrossing the world and honing her skills before finally arriving in the big leagues of WWE.
You can really feel the electricity in the arena, Michael.
Waiting on the champion here.
It's obvious Bianca's playing mind games with her opponent.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shotzi's vendetta against the #1 contender continues.
And it looks like she's had about enough of it.
No, guys, it's not what you think. I have a seriously heartwarming announcement. Bianca Belair can't be here tonight.
This is the second time the #1 contenders match has been called off.
No, I told you, it's actually heartwarming. Bianca was wrapping up an appearance at a nearby community center before the show when suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 buses of adorable children from a local school showed up, excited to meet the Women's World Champion. And you know how Bianca is. She wouldn't leave until everyone got a picture and an autograph. How those buses showed up just in time to prevent Bianca from making it here for her championship match tonight, we may never know. But Bianca just couldn't leave those sweet children hanging. Are you seriously booing children? Wow, what a bloodthirsty bunch you all are. I did feel bad that you didn't have a match anymore tonight, though. Oh no, it's not me. I have the night off from in-ring action, just like at War Games. But these 3 women do not.
Oh my, the Cap has history with all these women.
And we're getting word from the truck that she'll be facing them in a fatal 4-way.
I think she said to bring it on.
Easy to say, harder to survive. Shotzi's curated a formidable challenge for the #1 contender.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that Shotzi managed to curate this match and 3 busloads of children in the same day.
What? That was...
Kick to the midsection. Snap DDT.
Shotzi's in big trouble.
Looking for the victory. 2 count.
After years of antagonism, Cap has finally put Shotzi behind her. What a win.
I don't think Shotzi got the memo, Saxton. She's not going to take this insult lying down.
Spear out of nowhere from Bianca Belair.
The Women's World Champion just obliterated Shotzi.
Looks like Bianca's just as tired of Shotzi's shenanigans as anyone.
And now the champion and the #1 contender are facing off.
We may not have to wait for a match. This could jump off right here.
It's finally happening. The #1 contender and the Women's World Champion will finally go one-on-one.
It's about darn time.
This is going to be an epic clash for that championship, and I can't wait to see it.
Maybe my world, but I say we make it your world to start. What if we go back to your old territory? Match 1 at Club UK.
God save the king.
Oh, wow. Listen, I know this is a stretch, but how would you both feel about having the match at
TBD? Yes, a surprising and unexpected suggestion from you. which is why I have already given instructions for the road crew to meet us there.
Wow, it's going to be super embarrassing to lose on your home turf, but I, for one, am here for it. One idea, though.
What's that?
With everything I know about TBD, and since it's the final match, kind of seems like it should be no DQ, right?
Bianca Belair, you have no idea what you just asked for. Deal. Geneva is gonna freak.
Wow. I'll second that wow. And raise you a hot damn.
They really got to work in here, didn't they? Can you believe it?
After the hectic morning I've had with the crew to get this set up, I can. Had to yell at some guy named Troy a lot. He kept wanting to cover up the TBD signage with Raw logos entirely.
Sounds like Troy. I'm really glad that I could do this for you, Geneva. For us. Did you ever imagine that we'd be here?
Honestly, you main eventing a TBD show feels pretty familiar to me. This one just has more logos.
You know what I mean? This is different. Later tonight, I'm gonna win the WWE Women's World Championship in the house we built.
Living the dream. Hey, you get ready. I've got some contracts to look at.
Same as always. But seriously, don't get too caught up in paperwork that you forget to enjoy yourself tonight. This is big. Big, big.
I know. It is. And I won't. But I also know you'll enjoy this enough for the both of us. Good luck out there.
You came home for this?
In a heartbeat.
And it's supposed to make me feel bad?
Think so? Is it working?
Hit her again! Hit her again! Stop it! I don't want to hear it. For someone who cares so much about taking care of the business, you're not taking care of your own right now. And you haven't been blameless in this? Seriously, stop acting like children. Figure this out.
feel any better now? That you forced me back here? Ugh.
No. And I hurt like hell.
Oh, same.
Now that makes me feel better.
You were the one who always wanted me to try new things. Push myself harder, level up. Aren't you happy that I finally started taking real chances?
I am. I would have been happier if you'd done it sooner.
Maybe I wasn't ready yet.
Maybe I wasn't able to push you far enough.
But you did all of this, Geneva. You were the one who pushed me to the tryout, who pushed me to accept Regal's offer.
I just didn't realize what I was giving up. Who I was giving up.
You never gave me up. Besides, I'm here now, aren't I?
Nah. You're fired.
What?
We're getting you back to where you belong.
It's gonna be way too much work. Aside from the constant bullying from you, I've actually been enjoying my time back in TBD. Is it even worth it?
I'm totally kidding. Regal's been calling me every day trying to get me to release you from your contract. And I happen to know from him that Becky needs a challenger for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
I hate you right now.
Love you too. Listen, since I'm more or less the reason you're in this position in the first place.
More or less?
Okay! Entirely the reason you're in this position in the first place, okay? I'll handle all the arrangements and annoying contractual paperwork stuff for your once-in-a-lifetime surprise mystery opponent return at WrestleMania.
Wow, this is gonna be huge. Thank you. You should, put the contract on a napkin.
Maybe I will. You've had a number of personalities in your WWE career. What you need to decide now is how you want to return.
Oh, prisoners, I'm gonna be the most brutal terror you've ever seen.
Oh, I saw it the first time around, and you're not kidding. You sure?
Hell yeah. And this time, I want you by my side.
By your side? What are you talking about?
Come with me to WWE. It's clear you can still go in the ring, or they can definitely use you backstage. You could run circles around Troy.
Oh, Cap. You know I'd love to.
We both know Regal will sign you.
It's not about Regal.
This feels worse than before.
Hey. Sometimes.
Kayla Braxton here, just hours from the official start of WrestleMania with Women's World Champion Becky Lynch, who still doesn't know the identity of her mystery opponent tonight. Becky, are you at all worried that not being able to prepare for a specific opponent will leave you at a disadvantage tonight?
I know a thing or two about disadvantages, Kayla. But what I know about disadvantages are overcoming and rising above them. Case in point, after my injury at War Games, I came back better than before. Dispensed of the person responsible for that injury so hard that she had to leave WWE. And then made quick work of Bianca Belair and the Women's World Championship. I may not know who my opponent is tonight, but I know this. I'm walking out of WrestleMania WWE Women's World Champion.
New champion!
The Cap has made a definitive statement by returning to WWE and becoming the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania.
What a return! I can't wait to see the next chapter.
If her first outing is any indication, the sky's the limit for this superstar, who's proven she's ready to not only put her body, but her whole heart on the line when it comes to this business.
I love to see you get nostalgic, Byron. thinking about the past.
I'm thinking about the future. What personalities will she bring? What epic battles will she fight?
What will she unleash upon the WWE Universe?
I guess we'll find out. Soak it in, Cap. You deserve this moment. For Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, I'm Michael Cole. This is your new champion, and this is WrestleMania.